All right, let's begin, Scorpio, because it's a very exciting month for everybody. It is eclipse season, and we have a lunar and a solar eclipse happening this month. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the lunar eclipse happening on February the 10th, and it's at 22 degrees Leo, and Leo rules your 10th house. So your 10th house is going to be illuminated during this lunar eclipse. And a lunar eclipse, just to remind you, is like a jacked up, amped up full moon energy. So it's going to bring some kind of culmination and, something coming to fruition, a manifestation, something coming to an end within 10th house related matters. So 10th house is about, career. It's about status, reputation, bosses and or authority figures, and then I also want to mention that on the same day, Mercury in Aquarius is making a sextile, a harmonious aspect to Venus in Aries. So, that tells me that there's like a nice energy that's going along with this lunar eclipse. So something that, that comes, to some kind of culmination or fruition in around, maybe, like I said, career related matters perhaps, or, something, with boss or authority figures, something along those lines. The eclipses, the energy of the eclipses last up to about 3 months afterwards. So it's not doesn't necessarily mean it's an instant that it's instant energy. This could be something that's gradual, but whatever it is meant to come to some sort of closure or ending. Okay, moving on. Between February 9th and February 14th, the sun is still transiting in the sign of Aquarius, which rules your 4th house. And it's going to be making some beautiful harmonious aspects to some of the big players in the sky, which include Uranus and Jupiter and Saturn. And then following, shortly behind it, by February 20th to around the 26th, Mercury will be making those harmonious aspects that the sun had done earlier. So both the sun and Mercury are in the sign of Aquarius, in your 4th house, making, having some very harmonious conversations to those big players. So for your 4th house is being lit up with the sun and Mercury making, nice, pleasant aspects to those big players. So 4th house related matters have to do with your home, with family, with property, your emotional security. So, in around the middle of February, you can expect some nice, pleasant, ideas or happenings within 4th house related matters. So very good. Okay, next I'm going to talk about the solar eclipse, which I do believe is going to affect you more because it's in a fellow water sign, Pisces. It's happening on February 26th. The solar eclipse is in 8 degrees Pisces, which rules your 5th house. And again, like a solar eclipse is going to bring you new opportunities, something, a new chapter, or opening new doors for you, and it's happening in your 5th house. So that's a great house. 5th house is the house of fun. It's the house of pleasure. It's the house of dating, love, romance, children as well, and even your creativity, including like creative projects. So it's a very fun house, to have this solar eclipse. So expect some kind of new beginning in that way. I mean, it could be if you're in an established bond, you might just have more fun with your partner. Maybe you guys go out on more dates. Whether that's out for a nice dinner or theater or something like that. If you're single, looking or just getting to know somebody, this could be a really fun time that you guys, you can either meet somebody during this transit or just continue, to have fun with this person. And or your children too. Doesn't necessarily just mean love relationships. It could also be something nice and pleasant with your children as well. Okay, next thing I'm going to talk about is Jupiter is going retrograde on February the 5th. Jupiter is still in the sign of Libra, which rules your 12th house. So wherever Jupiter is, Jupiter wants to bring you luck, expansion, wisdom, blessings. And it's going to be going retrograde in your 12th house. So it's asking you to do more internalizing of those gifts and blessings that Jupiter is trying to bestow into your life. And 12th house. So it could be, again, really when Jupiter's, I find when Jupiter transits the 12th house, the spiritual realm is a lot more wide open to you, and you definitely feel more of the energy of being protected from the invisible world. So when it goes retrograde, definitely asking you to trust and pay attention to your intuition, like even more than you already do. It'll be spot on. Dreams are going to be like hugely significant for you as well. So do pay attention to your dreams. Might be a good time to even have a dream journal so that you can go back and reflect on what was happening. And again, just you might need you might just find that you're enjoying more solitude, and it's a really good time to get to know yourself on a really inner level, like taking that inner journey. That's an excellent time to do that when Jupiter is in the 12th, especially retrograding. Okay, so that happens. I'm not sure if I gave you the dates. February 5th, and it's happening for around 5 months or so. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to talk about is Mars and Venus is transiting the sign of Aries, and for February, and Aries rules your 6th house. So wherever Mars is your energy, your drive, your determination, your willpower. It's where we want to put our energy, and it's in Aries along with Venus. So when Venus is there, it's sort of it helps us kind of soften the energy, the aggression of Mars. So they're both there together in your 6th house. This could be a really great time to either amp up or continue with your maybe exercise, diet, health regime, and or start one. If you're thinking about starting it whenever Mars is there, it's like a really good time to for any kind of health related, to really it gives you that extra oomph and desire and energy to follow through with any kind of diet and exercise, that kind of thing. Also, you might be more active in the workplace as well. So that's also a possibility. But again, when Venus is there, adding a lot more, diplomacy, harmony, grace, pleasure also. So, you might even be finding yourself associating and socializing more with coworkers even too. That's a possibility.